Hail comic book fans, today we're talking about Rogue Sun issue 32. We are finally caught up on the Rogue Sun series. This is the final issue. Whenever issue 33 comes out, I will cover that as well. Right now we are in the middle of a battle and we are picking up from what happened at the ending of the last issue. Hellbent was about to go after Dylan when his mother came in and pretty much saved him, and that's when we find out the plan of Morningstar. Their plan is to grab the Sunstones themselves and destroy it and the avatars on the inside of them, and they have to work together. The mother and Hellbent and the rest of the villains that are now free have to work together and make this happen, and they are being forced to work together. Hellbent, which sold his soul to destroy Dylan, and the mother, which sold her soul to protect Dylan. So these are two villains and two people that are on opposite sides of the same coin and attracted and pretty much to the same person when it comes to why they're doing this. And in the other news, we are still dealing with Mr. Poe, and the Sun Knight, which is Ari, the half-sister of Dylan, is having to fight off this demonic demon cat, which is soulless and evil and has its own plans. And as the fight goes on, we find out that the girl that she's actually fighting is not doing this herself. This is not something that she willingly did. The cat was doing it, was making her do it. And when Mr. Poe was finally done with her, he was about to make her walk off the edge of the building. This cat has no care for human life or life itself whatsoever, and luckily the Night Sun comes in and saves this woman. Now here's what we know about Mr. Poe. The story opens up and tells us what the heck is wrong with this cat, why it's doing what it's doing. But its original owner, the first owner of Mr. Poe, can hear him, and he breaks out of his cell, because if you remember, Mr. Poe also grants its pets, because that's what he calls them, its pets, which are the humans, strength and ability. And as soon as he got Mr. Poe, they got the heck up out of there, so now they are free. And now we're at a different part of the story. Now we're back with Dylan and his friends while they was at this college, to see where they want to go for the weekend. I believe it's just for the weekend. Now I'm going to be completely honest with this part of the story and this aspect of the Rogue Sun series. I couldn't care less with Dylan's life outside of being Rogue Sun. And why do I say that? It could just be because of the writing or the characters or how unrealistic the situation is. But we have this character Hunter, and instead of trying to get this girl for himself or being malicious, he's actually pretty much just like a stand-up guy, which is completely unrealistic. Like if you go out in the real world, the guy's going to try to take your chick, and it's not like she's making it any try to make it hard for him. This is the one issue I cannot stand with a certain style female characters in comics and how they're written. It's very easy for them to hop from dude to dude just because of how they feel about the main character. We see it in Invincible. They always give them a hard time, and it's just simply irritating, and that aspect of it is just whatever. But now we are back to Mr. Poe and what happened. Well, Morningstar granted the man powers, but the cat came out of nowhere and actually snatched it for itself, and now it has all these powers. And as Marcus is telling Ari that now Mr. Poe is one of Morningstar's most greatest weapons, that Mr. Poe is just like the high ranking when it comes to the villains and the rogues gallery of Rogue Sun. And Ari is trying to get answers out of this girl, and maybe she knows where Mr. Poe is and where he is going next, and she has at least one or two ideas from the visions that she's had while being connected to Mr. Poe, because she has to stop him because he's a city level threat. This cat will take over the city, possibly the world, behind and for Morningstar. That's simply how dangerous it is at this point. And again, we're back to this part in this situation. Again, this is the part of the story that I can just simply care less about. And it's not because, like the other characters or growth, stuff like that. I understand that they're still trying to give the kid a teenager aspect. I just feel like it's not written realistic to how kids are, at least how kids are today, how teenagers are today, and how young adults are today. I know this is a fantasy setting, but I don't know. I feel like I've read too many comics, between comics, anime, and manga to realize that this situation is completely unrealistic and it kind of takes you out of the story. And you can read and see here about what happens next, and it's just like, okay, that's cool, whatever. Yeah, he finally gets her back or whatever like that. But I feel like him getting her back could have been done and portrayed a lot better. It's surprising she still doesn't know he's Rogue's son, to be honest. But in this situation, it's just like, yeah, okay, now we got that arc out the way. And back with Ari, she and her father Marcus have found the location that the woman has given them. Now, this place is crawling with other beings, and she takes out one of them. But it's not just one being, it was a bunch of beings mushed into one. And even Marcus tells her that not only do they, hunt packs, they don't like themselves. They would have attacked themselves before they actually went after Ari. So that's how he knows that there's something more malicious and something, more dangerous is here. And instead of busting through the front door like how Dylan would have done, and Marcus makes that point, she sneaks in. And honestly, this was the best and the smartest move she could have done. But as she sneaks into this house, she hears the conversation between all of these villains, Rogue Son's Rogue Gallery. And they're talking about pretty much how they're about to nuke off Rogue's son, and they're making this plan. And as we can see, there are multiple villains, some that we haven't even seen yet at this table. And at the head of the table, the leading the charge of this is Mr. Poe. So he's going to be a much bigger and dangerous threat moving forward in the Rogue Son series. And that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, share, comment, and thank you for watching.